Hey everyone, it's Bree here. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll discuss and rank the performances from Girls Planet 999 episode 3 and give my predictions for next week. But before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe, especially if you like Girls Planet 999. I make weekly Girls Planet videos for every episode, so make sure to subscribe, and you can also check out my Girls Planet playlist if you've missed any of my previous videos. And you can also join my Discord server because we talk about K-pop and Girls Planet there all the time. Link in the pinned comment. Now let's get into it.
I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together like we fly. Don't ever let me come down from your love. From your love. From your love.
So first, let's talk about the cell rankings. In last episode, we learned that 16 cells, or 48 girls, which is nearly half of the contestants, will be eliminated after the Connect mission. Voting closes next week, but Mnet released interim voting results in this week's episode. Here, we can see the top 17 cells and the 16 cells that are in jeopardy of being eliminated. So far, as you can see here, all of the top 9 contestants are safe. However, I was kind of sad when I saw that Kim Bora and Shim Sung-gun are in jeopardy of being eliminated. I think they're super talented, and I personally would hate to see them go home so soon. But like I mentioned before, these are only the interim results, and things could change before voting officially closes next week. So now let's get into my rankings of the performances we saw this week for the Connect mission. So in 4th place, I have Hidden Card with their performance of How You Like That. So despite some of the things that happened in this performance, I actually did really enjoy it. First of all, I want to say that Rinka from J Planet was amazing. She really owned the killing part, and I think that she really carried the group with her stage presence. My eyes were drawn to her throughout the whole performance. She just had charisma and attitude, and it was just great. The judges did point out that Sung-gun started too fast in the beginning when the beat dropped, which I did notice. But it seemed to me that she quickly got back on beat, and the girls quickly seemed to pull it together as well. So the performance started off really strong in the beginning, in my opinion, but things really started to fall apart towards the end, unfortunately. At one point, Daeyeon and Shinyu seemed to almost bump into each other, and Shinyu actually seems to forget part of the choreo for a few seconds before she kind of snaps out of it and pulls it together. On top of that, towards the end of the performance, specifically like right after the bridge, the vocals started getting very pitchy, like noticeably pitchy. And it was really a shame because, like I said before, I thought that the performance started off really strong, but it seemed the girls became a bit thrown off after Daeyeon and Shinyu had their moment and kind of lost control of the performance towards the end. I also want to mention though, besides Rinka, I was living for Gia's performance. Like, her rapping was incredible. I believe she was the same contestant who performed Kick It during the Planet demo. She's amazing. She's definitely a contestant that people need to watch out for. I think I'm gonna vote for her this week.
How you like that? Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me.
So at number 3, I have How You Like That by the Planet Girls. Honestly, I thought this was a really good, well-rounded performance, but to be honest, I really wanted Xiao Ting to bring it a little more. She's one of the contestants that a lot of people love. I was rooting for her too, and I just really wanted her to nail the killing part. Like the judges said, she just didn't really give me enough energy. Personally, I think Yujin would have done a great job at the killing part, especially since she's a very strong dancer. So I wonder how the performance would have went if their roles were switched. I think Yujin would have really turned the tides personally. So now let's talk about Kai Bing. So you can see here that she missed the beat and started the song late, and it was really noticeable. Like, she kind of tried to cover it up, but the judges have hawk eyes. There was no way they were gonna miss that. This was really important because the fact that Kai Bing messed up kind of set the tone for the rest of the performance, and the judges definitely noticed that and were a bit disappointed in her. They basically said that her mistake showed a lack of practice and concentration, and the judges also kind of pointed this out when her team was rehearsing when Kai Bing forgot her rap lines. I think that Kai Bing did a good job at her rapping. Jia Yen, please correct me if I'm wrong, her rapping really stole the show for me. Like, she was incredible, her dancing was on point, her rapping was on point. I think that she would have done better as the main rapper. I think she would have nailed it. So besides Kai Bing messing up the choreo a little bit, I think that if Yujin would have had the killing parts and if Jia was the main rapper, I think this performance would have been a little bit better. Not that it wasn't already good, because it was very good. Honestly, I thought that both of the Yes or Yes performances were really great, but personally the Keep Missing You team just had that extra oomph that really sold their performance to me. First of all, Jiwon nailed the killing part. She did such a good job. I just thought she was amazing from start to finish, and Hyerim's vocals were flawless. I really think that Jiwon and Hyerim, both being already established idols, really led their team in an amazing way. I was also really happy to see that Sumomo did extremely well, since she and a few of the other Japanese members were a little nervous about the performance during practice and not feeling confident, but after they talked to the other team members, they quickly pulled it together, and you can really see this in their performance. So I thought the Energy Bar did great as well. First of all, I loved Ririka's vocals. Even the judges said that her vocals were great and stable throughout the entire performance. I also thought that Kim Doa aced the killing parts, and Ziyin's vocals and visuals were definitely on point too. The judges did mention that Sei-in came in a little fast throughout the performance. I did watch it a few times, but I honestly couldn't catch it. Maybe it's just me. I do know that Sei-in did struggle a lot during practice, with the judges calling her out for making mistakes in the choreo and her vocals, and at one point when Joe actually even told her to focus. But I honestly think that she did a good job in the performance, but like the judges, I did think that Hyerim was just a better main vocalist, and that was probably what it came down to as far as the judges casting their votes. So now let's talk about my predictions for next week. So next week we'll see performances from the 2 Fiesta teams and the 3 boy group teams, or EBS. From the preview we saw of next episode, it looks like the judges were kind of disappointed with the Avengers team. Although I am rooting for them, because you guys know, if you've seen my previous video, I am Team Ezaki Hikaru. I'm wondering if something during their performance didn't meet the judges' expectations. We saw during this episode that there was a little bit of friction between Kim Da-yeon and Yu Fan-ning. Da-yeon was a little upset when Fan-ning became the leader of the team instead of her, and she became even more upset when the members voted Sui Ryu-ki to get the killing part of the Eve choreo instead of her. I wonder if this could have possibly caused some tension between the members, but at the end of the day, this is the Avengers group with the most top 9 members out of all the other teams, so I'm definitely rooting for them, and I really do hope they'll pull through. I'm also a big fan of the song The Eve by EXO. Ryu-ki is one of my favorite contestants, so I'm really looking forward to seeing her do the killing part. I have a feeling that she'll nail it, but I guess we'll have to wait until next week to see. So we know whoever wins the boy group performance will have a huge advantage, since they'll receive 3 times the number of votes 24 hours before voting closes. The Avengers team is really popular with so many top 9 members, so if the judges choose them as a winner, I think they'll end up getting first place for Mission Connect. I also wonder how the mic drop team will do, since they seemed to be struggling with the choreography during this episode, and even kind of regretting that they picked mic drop as their song. And we all know how complicated the mic drop choreo is. I'm also looking forward to see the Fiesta teams perform, because if you guys remember, Huening Bahie's Cell is in 5th place so far, so I really want to see how well her team does next week. So that pretty much sums it up for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Girls Planet content, and in the comments, tell me who you're voting for this week, and also let me know what your favorite performance in the Connect mission is so far. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!